And the difference between the Inquisition and the Soviet Union is not some, a special magic that comes into being with Marx, but rather the technological capacities of the Soviet Union. This is why we worry now about digital surveillance, right? Is because people get these tools in their hands and the temptation is to use them for domination, and we invent all sorts of ways why that's good, why that's actually bringing about the grand utopia. The metaverse is going to come and Mark Zuckerberg is going to make the perfect universe, but it's all the same, right? New revolutions in technology like the Industrial Revolution can delegitimize systems that had previously been working, like feudalism, like serfdom, right? And when you see a government like the czarist government tottering and losing its grip on authority, then there exists a void into which, if you are not careful, the bad guys will enter. This is essentially what happened in Russia. It's not that Tsarism or serfdom was the way forward into the future. It's that if there is no voice of objective internal morality to guide the ship of state into the next stage, whether it be through the digital revolution, which has delegitimized much of our ruling class, or the industrial revolution, which helped to delegitimize Nicholas II, right? Whatever it may be, if you do not have a firm sense of yourself as grounded in eternal truths, then the step that comes next is just a regression into the oldest and most tribal forms of barbarism. It always presents itself as the grand advancement into the future. This is what Solzhenitsyn tells us, right? Never forget means never forgetting that we do not transcend our humanity. We never do. And the theory that tells you you're going to, because now you have this new technology and now everything's going to be great, is always just a regression. It presents itself as progressivism, always says it's moving forward into the future, always drags us back into the past. Why is it that our new race consciousness has us talking like 19th century eugenicists? Well, it's because when you tell people that actually what's going to happen now is we're going to give up on all that human nature stuff, we're going to give up on all that eternal truth, we're going to give up on, the brotherhood of man, and we're just going to see things the new way, which is in the way of race, right? This is the same impulse. It's this new grand progressivism that gets you back at the level of dirt, right? That drives you back into these tribal ways of thinking, into these violent ways of thinking, into a gulag that only looks better than the Inquisition or different from the Inquisition because its technology is more advanced and its means are more secretive.